Apparently we are live. So, hello everyone. I'm gonna just quickly check to see what the audio levels are like. Wow, you guys can feast your eyes on some qualifying. Give me a second. Just gonna check to see what it sounds like. Apparently we are live. So, hello everyone. I'm gonna just quickly check to see what the audio levels are like. Wow, you guys can feast your eyes on some qualifying. Okay, so I think we're kind of at a good level now. So I'm gonna just stream here. Hello everybody, and welcome to. Apparently we are live. So hello everyone. I'm gonna just quickly check to see what the audio levels are like. Wow, right, I'm gonna close that. Alright, sweet, cool. Currently on board with Alex Mancinelli, who is taking D-Thief's car for a spin this weekend. Totally not another issue with skins that I've once again made apparent. We've got 8 drivers here today, so once again a good total, good round of people. And just behind him, a man who was a very controversial driver of his time, Sheikh Abdul bin Abdullah, currently in hot pursuit to see if he can maybe even get pole position here. Do I think he can? I'm not entirely sure, but you know, we have to stay confident and see who can really extract the best from their car. We've currently got Redel in P1, not a big surprise, and then Alex Mancinelli P2, Marcus Ozil in P3, and then Abdullah in P4, Alex Kakira P5, Prime Jaydon Brooks currently not really showing his prime in P6, Basswood in P7, and then Jamal in P8. So Basswood was quite a big topic in the last race in the pro cars, and everyone was like, "Oh my days, man, he's actually really good." So everyone's hoping to see that he can maybe do better in these really agile and very responsive Cupras. So I'm very excited to see how exactly this one goes down. And as Redel starts his final flying lap, we're seeing that the times are actually quite similar. The pro cars are obviously a lot slower, but these cars will definitely make for some close racing. That much I can tell you. Anyways, is there anyone improving on it? Oh my goodness! Jaydon Brooks, Prime Jaydon Brooks, completely silencing the haters. And that's Basswood up into P4. So there we go, lads. There we go. Goodness me, good stuff from Basswood. And Big Jamal P5 for the Estonian driver, if that's how you even say it. Apologies if I butchered your nation, lad. But the man, I mean, look, he's done it. He's absolutely winged it. And he's made it. He's put himself up into P3. And look at him. I'm very confident that he is going to do well in this race. But yeah, I think that will be the finishing order, unless Redel's got an absolute worldie of a lap up his sleeve. But as he goes off a wee bit there, that's definitely going to have compromised. So I'm going to see how exactly this goes. In case you guys don't know how the format works, we've got one big race for 25 minutes plus an extra lap. So I'm really going to see here now how exactly the running goes. What are these cameras? I'm going to get this on. But yeah, qualified P2 for this race. Unless this lap, I don't know. I don't think he's found much time on this lap, but you know, it's worth seeing what exactly he's done. Let's watch Sheikh Abdul bin Abdullah. Maybe he's got an ace up his sleeve. He looks like he's been getting some quite good corners. As he feathers that throttle. Oh, and he's lost it. I don't know if that's going to count, but he's still going. So, you know, maybe it might. I think D-Thief's behind him. No, that's Basswood. So Basswood really needs to be a bit patient with this lad. Let him set his lap, fam. Let's see where he ends up. Is it going to be an improvement for Sheikh Abdul bin Abdullah, or will he stay P7 for the starting order? Let's find out. As the Saudi driver crosses the line, let's see what he's got on slave. Nah, it's going to be P7, maintaining P7. So not a bad place to start a race, but definitely not the hardest place to start. as he bumps Basswood off. Absolute Brexit tackle there. And he's going to get absolutely analed by D-Thief down into that corner. Jesus Christ, what a shunt. Hope his back's okay after that one. As the two, you know, wrestle like lovers in bed. And now we move to the main race. So we got a countdown. I'll be real. I don't really think we need this countdown, but we'll leave it on. We'll leave it on. So here are all the amazing setup options that I will not be using because I'm not driving. And yeah, so let's just look at the lap times. Prime Jaydon Brooks with a 156.976. And Big Jamal is 1,000th off of the front row. 1,000th off the... Oh, shit. I'm delighted. Do not. Alright, 40 seconds until the race start. Can I get my ass off the grid? I can't yet. I'll have to soon. Let's get the TV camera on. Prime Jaydon Brooks. It's going to be interesting to see what this man cooks up. Very, very interesting to see what this man cooks up. So I'm going to bring to you some beautiful ASMR content as the 6 thread lights illuminates the grid. Very interested to see how this race goes. 25 minutes of racing plus 1 lap. No mandatory pit stop. All just skill. Let's see how this goes. As the 6 red lights illuminate and they're out immediately. And it's lights out and away we go. It's a good start for Jaydon Brooks. But Redel looks to be gaining on him. What is this TV camera as we come up into the first corner here? Let's see how it's gone. It looks like Jaydon Brooks has lost the position to Ryan Redel. A little bit of a snap there. What's going on, lads? As down they come into this corner here. Oh, someone's good. What the fucking hell was that? Oh, goodness me. Not what we wanted to see in the slightest. And that's Redel out of the race. Why? Why? No, I'm confused. I'm struggling to find out what's going on here. But anyway, we'll keep watching on board. And oh, goodness me. I need to get myself off the grid. There we go. Cool, yeah. Right, we're back on. We're back in. So, Abdul Abdallah currently stranded in the middle of the track. I hope he what do you call it? Well, very, very insane collision, and I've missed a lot of the racing, so apologies for that, lads. Just wasn't expecting it. But yeah, it's Jaydon Brooks currently leading the race, followed by Ryan Redel right behind him. So, you know, it's not the first time that these two have come to the battling blows, but there's a lot of drivers hot on the tail. Let's see, Big Jamal currently in P5, trying to see if he can race Marcus Ozils here. Now, Big Jamal's got a lot of experience around this track and in this car particularly, so let's see if he can work some of his masterpiece here. Alex Kakira watching from a distance to see if he can maybe pounce on any moves. But Ryan Redel currently in P2, just trying to see if he can maybe sniff out an opportunity. But Prime Jaydon Brooks is showing why he's in his prime here. However, this isn't like C3 where if you crash out, you don't have like a choice. You don't have like a way of getting back into the race. You, my friend, have to make sure that any move you do is a right one. You have to make sure that everything you do is a move worth doing. As Big Jamal goes down the inside of Marcus Ozils, and they come very, very close to each other. But the Czechoslovakian manages to get the move done. Beautiful send. Proper racing. Let's watch Ryan Redel. Currently tailing behind Jaydon Brooks. Who, I mean, he's not pulled at the gap, but he is keeping it. He's keeping him at bay. So Prime Jaydon Brooks in his element here, trying to knows what he's doing. And unlike the pro cars where he was clearly struggling a lot with the balance, he looks to be in his element here. And I think Prime Jaydon Brooks is going to finally mount up the charge that he was going to charge at the start of the last race before he got killed. A lot of drivers actually really close by to each other. So we're watching Ozil's currently getting trailed by Alex Kaikira. So can the move be made? No, not Alex Kaikira. Jesus Christ, it's Alex Mancinelli. Can the move be done by Alex Mancinelli in this corner here, or not? A lot of drivers. I don't know exactly which drivers got shafted by this. Oh, and Alex Mancinelli got around the outside of Marcus Ozil's, and I think the move might be done, but Marcus Ozil's got the better line. So side by side they go into these corners here. It's going to be very dangerous. Who's going to pull out in front is going to be Alex Mancinelli in front. So some beautiful driving, and very excited to see if Marcus Ozil's can take that position back. You know, he's got a good slipstream run, and Alex doesn't. As Ryan Redel, you know, still maintaining the gap, but ideally he wants to get that gap down. Marcus Ozil's currently trailing behind Alex Mancinelli. So what's to come? Nothing much, nothing yet. And down they go into this corner here, and I think that is the field officially spreading out for a wee bit. Anyway, let's watch Big Jamal. Big Jamal and Bass are probably two of the most balanced drivers in this league. Like, they probably have, you know, probably some of the cleanest racing you will see from these two. But however, they have beef worth mentioning. The beef is strong with these two after D-Thief killed Basswood in the race yesterday in the pro cars. So now in a position where Basswood is actually ahead, what will be done here? Who is going to prevail? So Basswood is gaining. Sorry, Jamal is gaining, and Basswood is, you know, catching to the car is one thing, but trying to get past him, especially in something like touring cars where it's not as easy as maybe you might think. It's definitely going to be a lot of work. So I'm excited to see this battle. Excited to see what happens. So you can see very different lines between the two drivers here. Trying to see really what kind of fish we're cooking with here. Oh goodness me, what's going up on front? Oh no, what's happened here? What's happened here? What has happened here? Is that Abdul Redel? What the fuck? What's going on? Why? Right, tell you what, give me a second. Alright, fam is out. Cool, so apologies to Redel for that insane incident. It's kind of just let Jaydon Brooks fly away with the run here. Now Basswood's been brought up into the equation, so clearly been shafted over by the elements that may. But yeah, let's continue and see what exactly happens. Redel, I think the wind's out of his hands at this point. And while I was really interested to see, you know, two drivers really fighting for the medal here, looks to be kind of shafted at the moment due to one particular Saudi driver who thinks it's very funny to go into other people. He knows who he is. Anyway, 7 drivers left in this race, and Basswood currently hot on the tail of Ryan Redel. But hot on the tail of Basswood is Big Jamal, and hot on the tail on Big Jamal is... Oh, and that's a very big off from Ryan Redel. Has he got damaged by wrecking? I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, Big Jamal now trying to see if he can make a move. Can he make a move? Well, I'm certainly not making a move because I'm sitting in the pits. But here is Big D-donged himself around the outside. Is he going to make the move stick? Oh, it's not Alex. I keep getting... It's not Alex Kakira, it's Alex Mancinelli. Alex Mancinelli trying to sniff out a move in D-Thief's car. And D-Thief, he was in the wrong car, trying to sniff out a move on Bashwood. And he literally looked like he was going for one just there at the second ago. But it's have to been aborted. And, you know, Alex has to be very careful here that he doesn't make any sort of mistake. Because the minute he pounces on that move, he has to commit to a clean move. Oh, Big Jamal's gone off, so he's completely botched the braking zone there, and that's set him all the way down into P5. You know, he's not out of the equation just yet. He can still see the cars ahead. He's just gonna have to hope that Alex Mancinelli and Bashwood have a bit of a tangle up, and they start slowing each other down. But goodness me, I saw that happening, and I was like, what the hell? Well, what the hell? Oh my God, no way! Yeah. Bashwood flashing the brake lights there, showing that there is a bit of a dabbing on the brakes. But you know, these cars are a lot more nimble than the pro cars, especially around this track. They might not have the speed and the acceleration, but they have the cornering. So Big Jamal, you know, he's clearly not what he's wanted from this in the slightest. But you know, has to deal with it, I'm afraid. He did exactly what I did yesterday, and he went off. Anyway, coming up to the, coming up to this. We're not at the halfway point in the race just yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there very slowly. So Bashwood currently in P3, and Alex Mancinelli trying to sniff out his first podium in Camper Club cars. But Big Jamal trying to see if he can get back on back in P3, mate, because you know he was competing. He looked to be very in flow with the. There we go. He looked to be in his element, sort of understanding how to exactly weave his way around Bashwood. I'll tell you someone who's weaving around Bashwood right now, and that is Alex Mancinelli. It looks to see he might actually have the move done, and Alex Mancinelli shoots up, but Bashwood is going to send it down the inside to try and defend his position here, and I think he might have just gone a wee bit too wide, and Alex Mancinelli switcheroo around Bashwood up into P3 and into the podium positions. What a move. Good racing, lads. That's what we love to see. What's a move from Alex Mancinelli. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful. Good shit. Good shit. As Alex Kakira goes into the pits. I hope everyone filled their cars up. No, he's disconnected. So, Alex Kakira retiring from the race. Probably due to a skill issue. So 6 drivers left in this race. And that is Bashwood going a bit wide, and I don't know who that is, so give me a second while I kick him out of the server. But yeah, continuing on, we've got Alex Mancinelli, P3, Big Jamal, who's caught back up to Bashwood, and he's trying to see if he can maybe even get an absolute move sent. Fam, has this guy actually managed to get into the race? I swear I kicked him out. That actually confused me for a second. Anyway. Big Jamal's now trying to see if he can make a move on Bashwood. Is he going to make a move on Bashwood? Time will tell, ladies and gentlemen, as the slipstream pulls him along the straight. Down he goes. Is that a part of the track you can use? I don't know, but he's going to use it anyway. And down we go into the corner. It's going to be very late braking from DD. And I think Bashwood's going to do what maybe he tried to do what he learned from Alex there. But D-Thief got the move covered. He covered off the line. And weaves his way around the outside of Basswood. Down the inside, I mean, apologies. Wow, beautiful stuff, beautiful. Basswood, he's gonna want to see if he can, you know, make a comeback here, because this is, you know, he was in P3 and the pro cards he was doing really well. Maybe that kind of, you know, low control kind of cards is his kind of vibe. Maybe not so much in this case, but anyway, moving on. Jamal is now going to try and see if he can begin his pursuit towards Alex Mancinelli, who is, you know, starting to edge away into P3 at the moment here. Down they go into the first braking zone. It's very, very, very cutthroat between Basswood and Jamal. These two, mind you, like I said earlier, crashed into each other. Well, D-Thief spun round and then Big Jamal spun round and then Basswood T-boned him, and that really ended both of their races. But yeah, not great, not great. So down braking into the first corner here, and big jam. Basswood's still on his tail, to be honest. He's not really pulling that gap. I think Basswood's really benefiting from the slipstream, and you know, maybe just following the line of D-Thief here to see if he can sort of learn exactly where this guy's gaining more time. I'll tell you one thing though, he's definitely not gaining time by going off there. And somehow he's actually made time by going off the corner there, so I'm not entirely sure what's been going on with Basswood. But Jamal started to lose time to Alex up in front, and you know, it's not great, is it? It's not amazing. Sometimes I'm just not entirely sure how to deal with this going head, man. Anyway, we're gonna check the chat now, see if anyone's waffling down there. We've got Japaners Hebben Genrekten saying Manu Masi. So cheers, mate. Thank you so much for that. But anyway, cutting back to the action, we got 9 minutes plus an extra lap. It's a bit quiet on track at the moment. For some reason, who are you? Who are you? Oh my days! Can you actually like jump off a bridge? Seriously, you kick a guy once and he just comes back. Like, mate, take the hint. Fatty. Whoa! That's what you get, fam. Anyway. Jaydon Brooks currently leading with a very, very strong lead. I'm quite upset that, you know, Redel got taken out. Because I really wanted to see the fight between these two. And this is going to water down Brooks' victory here, because he's going to feel that he was essentially gifted it. Which is not at all in the sense, because he hasn't put a foot wrong, and Redel hasn't really put a foot wrong either. So it's not perfect, lads. It's not amazing, but you know, we'll look into it, and I'll make sure this doesn't happen again. Meanwhile, Alex is starting to catch up to Redel here. He's hunting down the P2 finish. Now remember, damage is on 50%, so Redel could have sustained a bit of damage. However, I don't think it would have been major. So you should still have an equal chance to fend off against Alex Mancinelli here. But this is the fight we're going to be watching. As the gap gets down closer and closer and closer. I'm interested to see what exactly happens here. The penalty, I think penalty-wise, it'd have to be like a 2-race ban for Sheikh Abdul bin Abdullah. For mainly just, you know, being an absolute nonce. But, yeah. I'm just excited to see what exactly goes on.
the gap is getting closer and closer between these two. I'm really excited to see what kind of defense Redel can put up here, because, you know, I've never actually seen him defend a position. I've always seen him hunt down one. Never seen him defend it. So let's see how this goes.
Alex Mancinelli's smoking the brakes up there, getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to this guy. Really, and he's going to benefit from the slipstream now. Alright, here we go, on board with Alex Mancinelli. It's definitely not, I don't think it's going to be enough to make a move in this lap, but actually no, you never know, you never know, you never know, you never know, you never know. Redel's defending, oh, he's compromised his line. Redel, what are you doing, lads? Redel's compromised the line. I don't think this is going to work. And where is he gone? Yeah, he's compromised the line. Redel outbrakes himself and completely overshoots it.
That was not how you're supposed to do it, lad.
Really? Oh, man. As Alex Mancinelli shoots up into P2. It's not been the ideal weekend for Redel. Most of it not his fault, but that move right there, that was not... God, you got to just keep your line, brother. Anyway, now it's Big Jamal's turn to see if he can sniff glory by taking the final position of the podium with 6 minutes to go in this race. So we go surfing. Now the gap isn't really, you know, getting any slower, but D-Thief is confident that, you know, maybe there could be something done about this.
I'm very, very certain that he... I'm very positive that he can at least contend with Ryan Redel. This bastard, he looks on, trying to see if he can just close up this P5 finish and bag himself some points in his first race in Cupra Cup. So we just go, here comes Big Jamal round the corner there. I'll tell you what, it would have been amazing to see Sheikh Abdul bin Abdullah actually racing these lads, but you know, he's got better things to do, playing FIFA and that, so you know, can't really judge the lads, but definitely will be seeing him for a while on the grid. But yeah. Big Jamal currently going around. You know, despite the massive accident, we surprisingly actually managed to wrap that up quite quickly. So, you know, everyone was kind of just... of course, the second one was what kind of screwed over Redel, but the first one actually wasn't too shabby. So I'm happy about that. Happy that it wasn't too shit. But anyway, final 4 minutes before we get onto the final lap of the race. Let's see how this one goes. As we got Big Jamal slowly closing in on Redel. Redel knows what's coming. You can see it in his rear view mirror, but he's going to have to just pray that his pace can either get better or DT's pace has to get worse. Jorigi, I have made a severe and utter lapse of my judgment. Oh, that's a shame, lad. Aizad Ahmed, hello, Mano. Hello again, mate. How are you doing? I'm gonna just quickly check in the server to see I haven't kicked out any drivers. Goodness me. We'll read this this article out while we're waiting for Jamal to pounce on the bloke. Statement from Cupra Cup driver Sheikh Abdul bin Abdullah after a horrifying crash in Mugello which left Abdul temporarily paralysed. I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologise. So what I came across that day in Mugello was obviously unplanned, and the reactions you saw on tape were raw, they were unfiltered. I was not sure how to react or how to feel. I should have never committed to the corner. I should have put the wheel down and stopped driving. But
what I was going. There's a lot of things that I should have done differently, but I didn't, and for that, from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. I want to apologize to the internet. I want to apologize to everyone who's seen the video. I want to apologize to everyone who's been affected or touched by mental illness or depression or suicide. But most importantly, I want to apologize to Redel and his family. For my fans who are defending my actions, please don't. They do not deserve to be defended. The goal with my content is always to entertain, to push the boundaries, to be all-inclusive in the world I live in. I share almost everything I do. The intent is never to be heartless, cruel, or malicious. Like I said, I made a huge mistake. I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize. I'm just ashamed of myself. I'm disappointed in myself, and I promise to be better. I will be better. Thank you.
Sheikh Abdul bin Abdullah. Very touching, but that's not going to get you rid of your race ban, mate. But anyway,
we're going to keep watching. As D-Thief's now actually dropped half a second, so I think my statements kind of made him tear up a wee bit, and he's missed a few apexes due to the water in his visor. But, you know, as I finished reading the statement, he's now starting to claw that gap back, which means that the water is evaporated and the driver has descended into the red mist. But yeah, a minute to go. So, two more laps. That's 2 more laps. 2 more laps, I think. 2 or 3 more laps. And then we're sorted. Let's have a look and see. Big Jamal slowly starting to close down on the gap here. P4. But then Redel starts increasing on the gap, so it must be really confusing. For Big D-Dong, must be very confused. I mean, I'm confused as well. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But Big Jamal, very, very close now onto the Ryan Redel's rear end. Not entirely sure what Redel's done, but he's all of a sudden lost a lot of time. We're actually coming up to a lapped car now in the name of Alex Kaikira. No, wait, that's Alex Mancinelli, isn't it? Wait, what? Oh yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why that doesn't make sense. Speaking of making sense, we've got D-Dong trying to launch a move around the outside of Alex Kaikira. Across they go into the wall. What's going to happen here? D-Thief switches around and tries to see if he can make the move stick. And here we go, and D-Thief in front of Ryan Redel. Wow, look at them side by side going into this corner here. Ryan Redel didn't want to give up any of that, but he just had to. But yeah, I don't think Ryan Redel's given up yet. They're very, very close, these two. Very close. And I think Ryan Redel's going to get a huge slingshot as we go into... Oh, he's going to go straight for a move down the inside. That was not expected in the slightest. And Jamal had to back out there. But I think he's actually compromised himself, because now he's giving Jamal a massive tow. And that means he can get past him and finish the lap off. I can't see a thing. I actually can't see a thing. What's going on? Jesus Christ, lads. There we go. As we got Jamal and Ryan Redel side by side down into the first corner here. Who's going to take the position? It's going to be D-Thief, because he's got that shorter line. But Ryan Redel somehow manages to make it work. He's on the wider line though, and D-Thief's already taken up the proper line. These two are absolutely going at it, ladies and gentlemen. And down and D-Thief is trying all his best to see if he can get ahead. But I think Ryan Redel's just managed to close him off. Or has he? As D-Thief once again tries to see if he can slot a move around the outside. He's going to have to weave around again. And he's going to keep following. And goodness me, all the squabbling, you'd think it would cost them time. But somehow, they're actually catching up to Alex Mancinelli in head. So ladies and gentlemen, while the leader is on the final lap, and while Prime Jaydon Brooks does look to be going to win this race, the fight is still on for the podium positions here. And D-Thief is giving it absolutely everything, ladies and gentlemen, but Ryan Redel is trying his absolute best to hold off the Estonian driver. Down the inside they go. There's a bit of contact, and that sends Ryan Redel onto the grass. And Thief swerves around him. And that, I think, has to have been a racing incident, because I do not think that was any sort of intentional sort of contact. At least from my perspective, it can definitely be protested, and I will definitely look into it. But I think that was halal. And Big Jamal, some amazing racing from Big Jamal here. And now, he might even be looking to see if he can get Alex Mancinelli. This man is not stopping, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to see if he can get a move done. He's going for the nice inside line here to gain as much time. And before you know it, he's on the back of Alex Mancinelli. Ladies and gentlemen, while I was getting bored of this race, he's now gone round the outside of Alex Mancinelli. And Mancinelli's run out of fuel. I think he's run out of fuel. I think Alex Mancinelli's run out of fuel. And that's why he was, oh my goodness me, that's why he was going slow. He was lifting and coasting. And Alex Mancinelli has ran out of fuel on the final lap of the race. An absolute, oh, that's massive disappointment. He's miscalculated the fuel strategy, and that's taken him out of P2. And what's gone on back there is that Jaydon, what has happened there? What has happened here? What has happened? Is the race over? I'm not entirely sure. I think, yeah, the race is over. Race is over. I didn't realise. So wait, did Alex finish? I think Alex finished. Alex finished, ladies and gentlemen. I thought there was one more lap to go. Alex finished the race. Prime Jaydon Brooks wins his first race in Canberra Club Cars, followed by Big Jamal after an amazing recovery drive. Ryan Redel rounds off the podium. Alex Mancinelli had to push that car across the grid, man, to get to P4, and he just missed out on Basswood. Basswood just missed out on P4. Marcus Ozils rounds off the grid in P6. Sheikh bin Abdullah disqualified, and Alex Kakira P7. Wow, what a race, lads! What a race! That was beautiful. And now I'm going to interview the top three, if any of them would like to get interviewed. I'm going to give it a shot now, actually, trying to see. So hold on, lads, because we're gonna interview the podium finishers, if possible. Whew. That is very, very insane. But yeah, we're now going to speak to Ryan Redel, who finished P3 there, final place on the podium, and yeah, we've got a, well, I'm trying to get him to join, but apparently he's not. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to speak to Ryan Redel, who rounded off the podium in the dying phases of the Grand Prix, but then definitely not how he wanted it to go. Ryan Redel, could you just talk us through your race there and what exactly happened? We didn't really get to watch much of the start, but we could tell you got shafted. Hello, hello. Can't hear you, lad. I can't hear this man. I actually can't hear him. Hello. I think Bruv's lost his voice. Probably screaming at D-Thief. But yeah, I'm gonna. I think mic difficulties maybe not ideal. But yeah, still not working, mate. Can't hear you. Still not working, fella. Yeah, I can't hear this dude. Ah, no route.
All right. Well, that's gonna end it off for this rare stream. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you all next week.